We move on to Group C. It is the third group, obviously, in this tournament. Our group looks like this. We have Moon and Fortitude. We also have Sok and Kaho in this group, so 2 human, 2 night elves. The favorites here are the 2 Koreans. That is, of course, Moon, who seems to be in tremendous shape, and Sok, who is currently the best human. He once again surpassed Chemico. It's always a little up and down between them, and this is going to be really exciting. Like, never underestimate Fortitude, even though he's off racing a little bit with Night Elf recently. Maybe that helps him, actually, in this matchup. Maybe that helped him understand Night Elf a little better and finding solutions against this. Here, he's not off racing, as it would be a suicide squad to just go Night Elf Mirror versus Moon. Shouldn't do that at all. So, human versus Night Elf, let's go! Finally, the first game of the day. Been waiting a little, 35 minutes after the initial start. But yeah, let's see what we get. And you guys, once again, have to tell me how the sound levels are as they reset for me. And I don't hear the same as you guys do. So we got an altar, so no tavern built by Moon. You always have to look into the base. Is he going Beastmaster? Is he doing some shenanigans? But I think in this $11,000 tournament organized by InfiTH and Fly, you will play your absolute very best. All good? Thank you very much. We have an Archmage opening, and here I really don't know what the humans are supposed to do on this map, because you really want to expand. You really have to expand as well. One base doesn't really work anymore since the bears got buffed. So if you want to expand, you have to creep one of the expansions here, either the high ground, which is super duper mega hard, or go for this one. And if you go for the bottom right, Keeper can just harass you way too much. So I really don't know what to do here. Maybe Fortitude is showing me the way, or showing us the way. Chemico was absolutely annihilated by Foggy when he tried here. Everybody who's trying to go for an expansion is getting wrecked. We got a claw. That will certainly help. As the Keeper is jumping out of the altar in a bit, creeping the 2 spots at the same time as Night Elves currently do. This is not enough though, it's just a big turtle. But it is... Wait, is he missing out on level 2? He kinda is, right? And Fortitude taking a slower approach with orange to green into Expo. Oh, the Keeper is gonna be there. Do we have Wisps, Moon? I don't think so. I don't see any blue dots on the bottom right hand side. So Keeper is here. How do you play around this? Oh, there's also a cloak. This is so annoying. Wisp is coming. There's another one here. And where are the boys? Not coming yet. 5 footmen. Pretty footman heavy. And here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. But a couple of them will die. That's for sure. The question is how many? What's gonna be the level of the Keeper? For now, we don't have Entangle. First creep goes to Fortitude. Second creep goes to Fortitude. But that was the big detonate on the Waterman, so that's gone. Keeper so far didn't get any experience, which is kind of rare. I mean, you still get a lot of kills because the poison will be taken down Fortitude with a great deny, but you can't deny forever. But since Moon was going for that worker, last it went to Fortitude and he got a claw plus 9. This is so good! Plus 14, right off the bat. And the casualties are somewhat limited. Another deny, that's number 2. And that's number 3, I think. I'm not sure if that was number 3, actually. Moon going for a Huntress follow-up into tech. This was one of the best defenses I've seen in a long time on this map. And that's up against Moon, man. Really well done. Keeper super far away from 3. This kind of has to do better. So you can build expansion and tower at the same time. Is Moon trying to do some AP shenanigans? Oh my god, Archmage is level 3 already. And that shows you that nothing really was denied. Thank you, Grpax, for the tier 1 sub. Much love, mate. Use that September. Another footman down, but he has enough to defend this. It's pretty tough to deal with Treants and Hunts at the same time. As long as the Archmage has mana, that's kind of fine, but there's always Wisps. As long as you don't have an Arcane, it's still pretty rough against the Treants, and the area of effect of Hunts adds to the injuries. But we're 6% there. There should be no chance really for Moon to clobber down this Arcane. There's no AP follow-up. This is a conservative opening by Moon. Reveal. Nice. Waking up the creeps as... Oh, is he not? LOL, he traps the Hunt. That was so well done by Fortitude. And the second Hunt is hurt as well. There's one more dust in 7 seconds. If he remembers that there's a Huntress here. An absolute disaster for Moon so far. All his units hurt. I wouldn't be too surprised if he TPs out in a bit. Expo mega safe until there's bears. Hunt down, Archer down, Keeper far away from level 3. Like, even if he saves and heals up these, can't really creep. So we do have the double lore. We do have a Panda, which was to be expected, but the tech has already started. The Expo is there, it's mining. Good lumber workers too. I am very impressed by Fortitude. I didn't really expect that. And this is... Wow, what a push. Panda comes in trying to clean this up, but this is an even bigger delay. With the lore down. How are you supposed to come back from this? Ooh, here come the footmen. Fortitude has always been good in timing these early tier 2 attacks. Doesn't really matter against what race. Against Undead, he's diving the base. Against Orc, obviously, the push against Burrows. And against Night Elves, it's oftentimes killing the lores, and that was so worth it. Can he save them all? Like, one might go down. Yeah. Whoa, Moon in a world of trouble. On one of the best Night Elf maps. So no Dryads for a long time. No tier 3 tech queued. The tree, yeah, he has Nature's Blessing and the tree is up. But he has to move over. He has to creep. And that's all time for Fortitude to bank up. Like, usually this is game.
A player's forces are under attack.
What the heck? I didn't expect this at all. I thought Moon is gonna wash him here. But I mean, it's Moon. He has one of the greatest survival skills in the entire scene. And not only survival, but turning a miserable position into a good one. With like Zeppelin drops. And if you have a couple of Huns and a Panda, Zeppelin drops into bases are definitely a weapon that you can go for. There's no towers here. There's no static defense. No rifles yet. As he's waiting for the tier 2 to finish. I think Macro is slipping a little, but oh my god. Shoes on the other foot. Panda second by Fortitude as well. I think Moon saw this with the Wisp. So he's getting ready, but Fortitude nicely realizing that there's not much anti-air.
A player's forces are under attack.
Full squad of footmen. I doubt that he can kill the tree. But maybe just delay the entangle. Yeah, that's his objective. It is finally level 3. Like a 9-minute 30 level 3 keeper. Horrible. Now Dryads are coming in. Now he has some anti-air. He's soon gonna get Dispel as well. But he's also not teching. Like, he is so reliant on bears. It's Moon. He can still win games with Dryads only, but Dryads fall to rifles. Dryads fall to mortars. And those are both coming. Oh, region scroll for the footman in the Zeppelin, so this can't be cancelled for a while.
A player's forces are under attack.
Fortitude has always been a little bit of a dirty player. Like, not really straight up, not the flashy plays, but he's just doing this again. Cromaniac, thank you for the sub. Lots of subs here today, love you guys. And the Entangled is cancelled again. Good thing for Moon, with Entangle, you do kill a couple of footmen. With Abolish Magic, you do kill a couple of water elementals. But you are supposed to do damage to the human army, to the human economy. And he can't reach for the zap. Yeah, there's a little bit of damage, but you know, worst case, he's just TPing out. If he doesn't crash. Still no tier 3. Moon with a heavy tier 2. And this expansion didn't pay off a single dime. And we're 11 minutes in the game. Here comes the workshop. Very good for mortars, very good for the one gyro to just give vision. I'm really impressed. Like, oh, look at this. Looks like we get a Noah's Ark push. And of course, if the expansion is... Oh, like, if the expansion is defended, then go for the main. Don't take the straight up fights. Panda has to level too. It's just more and more resources. Oh, It's more kills, man. The Panda is very underleveled, of course. One more kill, 2 more kills, and the Entangle is down. So Moon down to 1 base again. And finally he gets rid of it with a TP. But Fortitude played it nice. Like, if you send in reinforcements, the Dryads will probably catch it. And he saved them all into his base. His army is 73 supply, and Moon is not even close to bears. He's 3 minutes away from bears. At least. That's just the death push.
Players' forces are under attack.
Moon has good scouting, but I guess it's the only thing that he has going for him. And a better leveled Panda. It is a lot of Dryads, but as I said, rifles take them out, mortars take them out.
A town is under siege.
This position might actually be nice for Moon to intercept, but he's not quick enough. Item still on the ground, Wen of Illusion, not too bad. Let's see how this unarmored army is doing against all this piercing damage, all this siege damage. Like, if this would be your common Night Elf player, I would say there's no chance at all that the Night Elf is winning this. But it's Moon, so he's finding the way out. Probably kills the Panda first. And Moon is just going for a lot of mass at tier 2. Keeper still has a TP. It was a good one. That was a good snipe. This was also a lot of time. But Fortitude is setting up the towers already. Moon with better movement, with piercing damage, can cancel them all. Mispositioning the casters for the second time here in this game is Fortitude. There was some easy kills. Panda, did he get a heal scroll? Nope. I guess he might need one, but same goes for Fortitude. Wait a minute, is he doing that? No, right? I mean, Should be like 10 supply dying for Moon. The Dryad Dance is amazing. Look at the saves. Level 4 on the Panda. Casters are really having a hard time. Oh man, a Kingdom 4 heal scroll. Are you kidding me, Moon? He has the supply lead now. The mispositioning was crazy by Fortitude. This is at least an invul, if not a TP. He just lost his entire army. What the hell is going on? What a stomp. Moon defies the laws of Warcraft again. Fortitude with mistakes though. Like casters in the front when you have breakers is probably one of the worst mistakes you can do. They die very, very quickly. And of course we're approachable by the Panda. This was one of the worst positions for the human in general, as it was so open, such an open space, and he had time to send the Dryads or all the herd units to the fountain. And he never teched to tier 3. Okay, this is... I'm not saying Moon in control. But for example, this Panda is useless. Doesn't affect Dryads. Breath of Fire against heroes, really not good. So for a base race, it's a good choice. But apart from that, absolutely useless. Archmage, water elementals get dispelled. He is of course the walking mana fountain, but for mostly the casters. The thing that Fortitude is going for him is certainly base race. Panda is really good for Moon, by the way, against everything. 5-5. Look at this. The base build looks interesting. Would have loved to see the workshop further in the back. And now, no new mortars anymore. Moon with 2 groups of Dryads. This is so many of them. How do you get out? GG, oh my god. This was your game, Fortitude. This was a throw of epic proportions. Feels real bad. Feels real bad. It was Moon's positioning, right? First at the shop. And then moving around, canceling the towers. Oh man. Yeah, lots about positioning here. This entire army was just exposed. This was one of the best early games of the human on this map in recent weeks and months. And he kind of threw it away. Oh, he totally threw it away. Panda did do a decent job for the time being in the mid game. When he was pushing against Wisps, against the Entangled Goldmine. But Moon just switching it up, like, hey, I don't need the bears. Yeah, that's a game that could just throw you off for an entire day. Like, if your first map looks like this, that's rough. Man, this early game was so good. The items were so good. The timing of the push was kind of good as well, but Moon realizing he can't afford to tech. He can't afford to wait for bears. And just go mass Dryads. Split them into 2 groups and do a tremendous amount of damage. Don't really know the unit tech for Moon, but I guess they were quite high. No one could mass Dryads against human like Moon. True. Ooh, rough. His biggest mistake was not going tier 3. Well, he wanted to end it with that tier 2 push, obviously. And when that didn't work, he needed army again, so he could never really afford it. Like just technically frag shots from tier 2 takes what, 3.5 minutes or something? And even then, like, do you really think that would have changed too much? Because the mortars were really exposed. He just lost them all. Yeah, it's always easy to say like, oh, there was a standing army of only Dryads. If he has frag shards, that would be the win. But you have to have the time to go there, and you have to have the resources as well. So you don't get that upgrade out of the blue. Transitioning needs quite some time in Warcraft 3. Or teching in general. Okay, Tide Hunters next. Here, these two played one of my favorite maps of the entire year at DreamHack. And I hope they can recreate the magic. I hope Fortitude is not crushed after this initial defeat. Also, now that you pointed out, guys, Sorceress, questionable choice. Like, I like it to slow down the panda a bit, but with so many Dryads, there's always this spell. There was a little just following a scheme, right? Like, oh, usually versus Night Elf, I build this and this and this and this. He was not adapting to Moon's Mass Dryad army at all. And if he scouts well, he sees that there's no tier 3 throughout the entire game. And then he knows he doesn't need Sorks and can go for more rifles. Like, on paper, Fortitude's army still, with a couple of sorcerers in, and not too rifle mortar heavy, should still destroy these mass rifles. If you don't allow the Dryads to do whatever they want. So let's see if this is going better. If Fortitude has an early game, like Concealed again, Moon's gonna have a tough time again. Needs a strong comeback though. Archmage, hero of choice again. Moon with wisps already everywhere, scouting for the creep route.
A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
Oh, he ran into the creep, so I guess by choice. Don't they cast slow? I think it's like the Mud Golem, right? If you pull them out, then they don't cast slow. It is an insta expansion again with a level 1 Archmage. He never went for the Sea Giant. Ooh, this is level 2 already for Moon. This is Entangle, it's the first kill. Things are derailing a little bit here. Archmage level 1 is bad. No mana regen when you really need Water Elementals to do damage. And Moon is so ready for this push. He still has quite some mana. Probably only one Entangle though. Fortitude is defending well. This time Moon doesn't go for a Huntress transition on this map, kinda normal, to just go with archers. Archers are good.
A player's forces are under attack.
Archmage with the telly staff. Oh man. He needs level 2 so bad. 1 tree and 1 wisp, 1 archer, something. Even a skeleton would be enough. Like an arm of a skeleton would be enough. But Moon is saving some mana for the level 3. He has 2 claws. Good damage. Tech is at 60%. Don't have a hunch soul yet, but an expansion. He's going heavy archers. Finally level 2. But a 5-minute level 2 on a map where it's kinda easy to get level 2. Seems a little late. We have a hunch soul now. Moon timed this a little too late. But could also be that he wants to throw Fortitude off, who had... Man, he had the greatest lore cancels in game 1. We have a level 3 keeper with 2 claws. I guess you know what that means. A lot of dying footmen and peasants. Demon Hunter second against Mountain King or Blood Mage is a common choice, I think. Like, Fortitude really shouldn't go Mountain King anymore now. This won't work. Moon's game is a lot better here. Tier 3 tag, lore's not cancelled. Expo about to be up. There's not much Fortitude can do about it. And he's trying to catch up in tech, but Moon is just so flawless this game. Did he lose a single archer yet? I don't think so. But somehow Fortitude found a way to summon the level 2 water elementals. But it's a little too late for the second engine of war. He kills 1, so delays Dryads, probably delays the bear check by a little. And he's banking a ton, freeing up some supply, I guess. Demon Hunter defends the solo with mana burn and right clicks. Fortitude needs to spiral out of control and needs a lot of production very, very soon. This time bears make sense. It's the state of the game where usually the keeper would be distracting and the demon hunter has to level. Not happening here yet. So it's Blood Mage, right? Yeah, Blood Mage it is. And this is the farming simulator. This footman will die to a right click. This peasant will die to entangle. This peasant will die to entangle. Ooh, and now the demon hunter is creeping. Okay. Moon getting in the rhythm now. He feels it. Tier 3 almost done. And Fortitude will be at 70 in no time. 2,000 gold bank. Where is the workshop though? or the second Drax. You kind of want quad production. Double Sanctum, Barracks and Workshop. Maybe he was short on lumber, but also not really. Or securing a tier 3. What's this Archmage doing here? Forced into a potion. Ooh, almost already in the air. That would have been a TP. Scourge Bone Chimes for bears. Oh my god. The best item. Every attack gives some HP back to bears. Shop is coming. Only one. Moon ready up to go up to 80. Has to catch up. And it is rifles. It is again Noah's Ark without mortars though. Moon is very, 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 very dominant with this keeper now. Good mana management. Oh, can't afford to lose this rifle. Oh. Yeah, this looks like a whole different Fortitude than in game 1. Treant is watching from the bench. Yeah. A little free XP. Moon is a merciful god. Pendant as well for more mana here. Engine of Wind for fairies. How is Fortitude supposed to do something about this? He spent a lot of his bank, but also queued 6 breakers? I don't really understand this build. This will take forever to build 8 breakers.
Players' forces are
until then we have bears. Do we have bears already? Yeah. Do you guys get this? So obviously they do a lot of damage versus bears as long as there's mana. What exactly are breakers supposed to do versus bears? Breakers have an ability called feedback. When they attack, they burn a little bit of mana on their target, and whenever they burn, that is 20 damage extra. So it's not 14 average damage, but rather 34. And for that, that is a very good damage per per gold ratio. And they have high armor if they attacked a little, and they steal reju, and they steal roar. There's very good reasons
a player's forces are under attack
to go for breakers in this matchup. But so many?
Town is under siege.
Needs way better positioning than in game 1. Moon at 63. Level 4 Demon Hunter. Good consumables as well. Keeper can get out, has an orb trying to spread poison. And the longer the game goes, the better it usually is for the Night Elf. To a degree. Of course, if there's tier 3 human with all the upgrades, then that's not the case anymore, but human usually has a power spike at 70 supply, and you want to hit that hard before there's too many fairies, before there's 80 supply on the Night Elf side, without, like you don't want to have the bears to be 3-3. We get
a player's forces are under
some gyros versus the expected fairies. Why not mortars though? Still no tech. Okay, this time the breakers are in a way better spot. Maybe he thinks for the AoE, I got Flame Strike, at least against bears. Then what against dryads though? Okay, now this is the state of the game where a lot revolves around shop control and heal scrolls. We do have 1 on Fortitude side, 2 on Moon side. Just anti-air and upgrades. No tier 3. Sorceress
A player's forces are under
adapt.
attack.
Okay, let's see if this works here. Again, the cast is pretty exposed. The creeps are helping too. Flame Strike mostly dodged, the initial damage dodged at least. Tries to force a town portal, and that's exactly what he gets. Moon wants this rat spot, and everything is pretty healthy. But smart by Fortitude to portal to the expansion. Heal up and contest this again. Gyro scouting, but it's all of them. But they do have a good idea that this third base is coming up. Against Moon, you should always scout all gold mines all the time. Ooh, second lab spot for Moon. Does he even have an item slot left? No, he doesn't. Belt of Giant Strength, and this is now the red spot. We do have level 3 Blood Mage, which is a good one. Level 2 Flame Strike it is.
A player's
Gyro Scouting, and this is the red spot for him. But in the meantime, Moon with the Zeppelin drop. I called for this on Concealed already. Fortitude at 86, but how do you defend this? He's trying to, but Moon is the best player in the history of this game when it comes to base races. He will calculate this again perfectly. Song of Ice and Fire doesn't help at all. But he's not even portaling out immediately. He's not scared one bit going for the Blood Mage. Bears are very hurt, but he's burning his own workers! All 5 killed, oh no! And yeah, Moon Zeppelin Micro. Lolite, what you can do, I can do better. Moon's still at 71. And that is game. Yeah. Without that base, definitely game. Oh man, that was a rough series for Fortitude. Especially the first match. We talked about this at length. The second one, I really don't understand a couple of his decisions. Like level 1 harass. To me, questionable. Going for super late mortars and heavy breakers. Also, at least not the style I would be going for. And Moon just following the game plan, one objective after the next. Easily takes this. 2 heal scrolls there as well very early on. Got a good mix of dryads and bears in. Bear attack a lot earlier. Only got 1 lore cancelled this time, not 2. And then yeah, that's a death drop right there. No chance to defend. But do you have to kill your own workers? They build everything for you. And you just flame strike them. Fortitude finds himself in the lower bracket, while Moon is against the winner of Sok and Kaho in the winners finals to determine the 5th playoff participant after Chemico, Colorful, 1-0 and Focus. For you, it's time to get some snacks and refill your coffee or beverages, whatever you got. Little bit of a break and then the matchup again in Sok versus Kaho.